Residents are being warned about water tonight, and this has nothing to do with the drought. According to the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, the public drinking water in Sauk Village is contaminated.
ABC 7's John Garcia visited that community tonight and checked the problem out. John.
Ron, Kathy, the Illinois EPA has been monitoring the water quality in Sauk Village for some time, but just recently said tests showed an unsafe increase in a chemical called vinyl chloride. That's a carcinogen. Now, that means that the village now has to warn residents of the danger while local leaders try to come up with a solution. Marilyn Lewis pours water into a glass to show us what it looks like. She has no intention of drinking it, however. She drinks only bottled water. In fact, that's all she gives her pet dog, Pedro, as well. She's lived in Sauk Village for 3 decades and says there have been problems with the water supply for as long as she can remember.
Worse, I think, in the last few years than it was when we first moved here.
Her home is filled with water bottles for different uses. She says it's become a way of life for many residents here. The Illinois EPA testing of the water, however, showed a high level of contamination. The village posted this letter on its website. A similar problem 3 years ago led the village to close one of its 3 wells, but now the IEPA considers the remaining 2 unsafe.
These are fairly low levels, but vinyl chloride, which they have, is a known carcinogen, so it's important that the people that are drinking the water be aware of that.
The village does treat the well water, but according to the IEPA, has had trouble successfully treating the water for vinyl chloride. Residents recently voted to start getting water from Lake Michigan, but that's an expensive proposition that could more than double their water bills. It would also take 3 to 5 years to put the infrastructure in place to start drawing the lake water here.
We do have an emergency plan in place until we get to the long-range plan for Lake Michigan water. But this has kind of put a damper on to see which direction that we are going into right now.
Village officials have a conference call with the Attorney General and the Illinois EPA scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. Now, they say that should help them get a better idea of how to proceed in the immediate future. For the long term, the mayor says he remains committed to Lake Michigan water. However, they still have to figure out a way to pay for it.
All right. Thanks, John. We're following a developing story.